This evening, Linden girl goes missing and family asks for help. Auto accident leaves 2 dead. Big plans afoot for pensioners. Also, we bring you headlines from throughout the Caribbean and internationally. Scientists successfully cloned 2 monkeys.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Today is Wednesday, January the 24th, 2018, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. Following the showdown outside its headquarters on Tuesday, the New Building Society Limited issued a statement defending its decision to lock down the entity. MBS said they thought they were being robbed as, quote, unknown individuals, end quote, entered the building. After realizing that the unidentified persons were court-martials, the management decided to secure their money before reopening the premises. MBS stated that at no time did it prevent persons from leaving the office. Even though a check for $59 million was handed to Maurice Arjun, the company had stated that it would make moves to safeguard the money. According to the mortgage institution, the responsibility to pay Arjun is that of the pension scheme fund and not them. One Linden family is calling for the public's assistance in finding their missing daughter. Esther Sobers has more.
16-year-old Crystal Moss, a student of Linden Foundation Secondary School, has been missing since Monday. According to the girl's aunt, Maureen Moss, she was last seen in the company of a young man who lives overseas but is currently staying in Amelia's ward, Linden. Her family is distraught. However, the girl's aunt notes that this is not the first time that Moss left home.
This is the first time she left to go to school, but there was one time she slept out.
The elder Moss feels that the teenager is in the company of the young man. Nonetheless, hopes for the safe return of the teenager.
Crystal, your dad, all of us are just concerned and worried about you, you know. I don't know what's going on, but if you come home.
If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of Crystal Moss, you can contact her family on telephone numbers 601-9964 or 639-3982 or the nearest police station. Reporting for Channel 2 Headline News, I'm Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Today, police recaptured a Westminster West Bank Demerara rape suspect. On January 2, 2018, 21-year-old Devin Alley of 1535 Westminster escaped lawful custody at the LaGrange police station. Ali has since been charged with rape of a child under 16 years, assault committed on a female sibling, and escape from lawful custody. The laborer, who was arrested at a location at Bedford-Wagton East Coast Demerara, will appear at the Wales Magistrate Court tomorrow. Obtaining one's pension is about to get a little bit easier. Wendell Jeffrey has more.
The Guyana government, through the Ministry of Social Protection, is working at a pace to reduce the logistical pressures that the old-age pensioners have to endure on a monthly basis with regard to their pension collections. One such initiative is the doing away with the pension books and putting in place a system where the seniors can simply use their ID cards to collect their pension. Wentworth Tanner is the Director of Social Services. He said that there will need to be a formal relationship between the telecommunications sectors and his ministry.
We're currently working in collaboration with the Ministry of Public Telecommunications on the upgrading of the old age pension system into a more automated system from where it is currently where it is.
According to Tanner, the system will be innovative and interactive.
We are continuing to work to try to get it online as soon as possible.
The Senior Social Protection Officer also said that there are measures on the way to update the pension ledger in the ministry to make sure that only those who are eligible to be paid are paid.
As it pertains to taking persons who are deceased off of the register, We have several different agencies that we work in collaboration with. General Registrar's Office being our main source of information. We also work in collaboration with some of the parlors because, of course, if you pass, you must be buried. So we get the information from them, and we use that, the feedback that we get from them, to be able to cleanse the list.
The intention of the project is to digitize the pension outfit so as to improve the ministry's efficiency in their service distribution. For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Don't go away. We have more news for you after the break. For the best Creole food in town, come to Ridley's Restaurant. Taste our hot meals, fresh bread, and sweet pastries. Our spacious dining hall is free for all occasions. For reservations and more, call 226-2518 or 225-7245. We're open Monday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wrigley's Restaurant, located at 38 Robb Street, Laceytown, between King and Wellington Streets. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Ridley's Restaurant. Tasty and healthy eating.
Yes, it's clearance first sale of the year. Come and get all your favorite brands at reduced prices. 25 to 50% off all ladies and gents sneakers. 15% off Levi's and Dockers jeans. 25% off jerseys, shirts, bras, and handbags. For one day only, Friday, January 26th. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
I know who I am. I know who I am. I am yours. I am yours. I know who I am. Oh, I know who I am. I know who I am. I am yours. I am yours. And you are mine.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Welcome back. Police in F Division are continuing their probe into a robbery in Lethem, during which 3 suspects who have since been identified were arrested. Acting on information received, ranks went to a house at Tabatinga, Lethem at about 10:30 last night. They were forced to take cover as several rounds were fired at them from inside the building. The area was cordoned off and the lawmen gained entry into the building. 4 persons were arrested, including 2 female Brazilian nationals. A .38 caliber revolver, a 9mm magazine, and ammunition were found in the house. Investigations are ongoing. And in a separate incident, police ranks acting on information last night stopped and searched the vehicle in the vicinity of Takatu Bridge, Letum. A parcel containing 103 grams of compressed cannabis was found hidden in the left side door compartment of the vehicle. The driver and passenger, both Brazilians, are in custody and will appear in court soon. A mining accident leaves one dead. Esther Sobers brings us more in this report.
Mining accidents have become a fairly common occurrence in Guyana's gold-rich hinterland. Now, police are investigating the latest death in the industry. On Monday, a 23-year-old miner was reportedly crushed by a mud wall in a collapsing mining pit. Dead is Andel Payne, called Fat Man of Caneville Housing Scheme, East Bank Demerara. According to reports, the incident occurred at around 10 hours at 35-mile Kunawarak Back Dam, Putara River, Region 8. Payne was employed as a jetman. On the day of his demise, the 23-year-old was in the process of jetting in the company of the other workers in the mining pit when a piece of mud wall collapsed behind him, pinning him to the ground. He was dug out shortly after and rushed to the Madja District Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at around 1340 hours. Reporting for Channel 2 Headline News, I'm Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. The University of Guyana is planning to commemorate the birth centennial of the late President Dr. Chetty B. Jagan in March of this year. The university will host a series of academic activities to honor the co-founder of the college. Vice Chancellor Ivlock Griffith recently convened the inaugural meeting of the 12-member planning committee. The committee is expected to organize a series of exhibitions on the life and works of the late president, to hold lectures at both campuses, and to install a commemorative plaque at the Chetty Jagan Lecture Theater on the Turkine campus. The opportunity will be taken to raise funds to renovate the lecture theater and to increase awareness about Dr. Jagan among the younger generation. Dr. Chetty B. Jagan was born on March 22, 2018 in Port Morant, Berbice. Due to his instrumental role in Guyana's independence struggle, he is often referred to as the father of the nation. Last night, an accident on the Cornelia Ida West Coast Demerara Public Road left 2 dead and 2 hospitalized. Esther Sobers has more.
Dead are Romeo Henry, 26, of Lot 20 2nd Street, Windsor Forest, West Coast, Demerara, and Doris Suku, 23, of Lot 12 Gap Road, Loizo, West Coast, Demerara. According to the police, at around 23:30 hours last evening, the deceased were in the company of 25-year-old Mohammed Osman and Rajendra Nandalal, 29. The driver was tested and found above the legal limit of alcohol. He was driving motor car PSS 413, which was proceeding east along the northern side of the said road at a fast rate of speed. The police said the driver was negotiating a right turn but lost control of the car. This resulted in it colliding into a nearby fence and a lamppost on the northern side of the road. The driver and 3 others were rushed to the West Demerara Regional Hospital, where Henry and Suku were pronounced dead on arrival, while the driver was admitted to the Woodlands Hospital under police guard. Investigations are ongoing. Reporting for Channel 2 Headline News, I'm Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Join us after the break where we take a look at Guyana, the region, and beyond. Stay with us.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's for dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Yes, it's clearance first sale of the year. Come and get all your favorite brands at reduced prices. 25 to 50% off all ladies and gents sneakers. 15% off Levi's and Dockers jeans. 25% off jerseys, shirts, bras, and handbags. For one day only, Friday, January 26th. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
I know who I am. I know who I am. I am yours. I am yours. I know who I am. Oh, I know who I am. I know who I am. I am yours. I am yours. And you are mine.
For the best Creole food in town, come to Ridley's Restaurant. Taste our hot meals, fresh bread, and sweet pastries. Our spacious dining hall is free for all occasions. For reservations and more, call 226-2518 or 225-7245. We're open Monday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wrigley's Restaurant, located at 38 Robb Street, Laceytown, between King and Wellington Streets. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Ridley's Restaurant. Tasty and healthy eating. Welcome back. And we now take a look at the region now. In 2017, remittances to Latin America and the Caribbean rose to $74.3 billion US dollars. This is a 7.4% increase from the previous year's $69.2 billion. Europe was the only other region in the world to see an increase, and it was a much smaller one, up 0.9%. Remittances are funds or other assets sent by migrants via formal channels such as banks. The total amount of money transferred is likely to be significantly larger than what is reported because these estimates do not include the transfer of other assets such as gifts or informal monetary transfers, which means that barrel from overseas does not count as a remittance. The United Arab Emirates is reaffirming its commitment to green energy. Several Caribbean nations have received development grants to finance projects that will bolster efforts to transition fossil fuel economies to economies based on renewable energy. Belize, the Dominican Republic, Grenada, Guyana, Haiti, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Lucia will benefit from the second funding cycle of the $50 million US United Arab Emirates Caribbean Renewable Energy Fund. Something stinks in Barbados, and many point to a sewage leak as the cause. The Barbados Water Authority is calling it a crisis that is seeping across parts of the island's popular south coast. The incident has already caused a slew of problems in the country. Residents have had to move to more hospitable areas, many South Coast-based businesses have closed, and then visitors to the island have complained about contracting gastroenteritis, and the tourist-friendly destination has endured unfavorable reviews on travel websites. Already, the US and Canada have put out travel advisories regarding the water quality. Experts blame the situation on years of neglect and mismanagement of the aging infrastructure. And internationally, for the first time ever, researchers have used the cloning method that produced Dolly the sheep to create two healthy monkeys, bringing science an important step closer to being able to do the same with humans. AP News has more.
Meet Zonzon and Huahua. These macaque monkeys are more than just a couple of cute faces. They are the first primates cloned using the same method that made Dolly the sheep. The findings were published in this week's journal, Cell. Scientists say it's an important breakthrough, considering their close relations to humans.
We've been waiting for this work a long, long time, almost 20 years after Dolly the sheep. And I can tell you, sometimes the public is not aware of how much non-human primate research have helped human health. And so this would open the door to new therapies.
Dolly the sheep was the first mammal to be cloned with DNA taken from an adult. It was announced in 1997. About 24 mammal species have since been cloned through a similar process. These two were born genetically identical within the last 8 months at the Chinese Academy of Sciences in Shanghai. The cloning process begins with a monkey egg and a fetal monkey cell that has been cultured in a lab dish. Researchers remove the nucleus, which contains the DNA, from the egg. The other cell is slipped into the egg, so it replaces the egg's nucleus with its own. The egg then divides and grows into an early embryo, which is implanted in a monkey and grows to term. It took 127 eggs, of which 79 were implanted as embryos, to produce 2 babies.
So I think that they did an incredible amount of work. There's still things that we can improve for sure. And this is going to be one of those seminal papers that we're going to be referring back to for many years to come.
Scientist Jose Cibelli at Michigan State University says if the process becomes efficient enough in monkeys, the public could face a big ethical dilemma whether to adapt it for use in humans. Currently, mainstream scientists and ethicists generally oppose trying to make human babies from cloning, citing safety and other concerns.
This, in a sense, will start the conversation again about whether we want to use cloning as a way of reproduction in the future or not.
So far, the baby monkeys are growing normally. The group is expecting to clone more macaque over the coming months. The Chinese researchers say cloned monkeys would be useful for medical research. Carrie Antelfinger, Associated Press.
And now for your 7-day weather forecast. Here's this week's bridge retraction schedule and today's foreign currency exchange rates. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Wednesday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook and YouTube. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast, and Thursday evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast, saying thank you for welcoming us into your homes and do have a blessed evening.